Hey there! It's been a while. It's taking me a little longer than usual to get new videos out because of some life things. And also the fact that I'm really bad at estimating how long something will take me. I'll get my current project done eventually, I'm sure. In the meantime, here's the Spirited Away Bathhouse. Not the outside. If you want to see a really cool version of the whole bathhouse, I suggest checking out Studson Studios' video. I'll link it in the description for you. Mine is just the big tub room. You know, the one with the stink spirit that wasn't a stink spirit, and there was a lot of mud, but then there was also some gold. That one. Part of this build was on my first ever stream, which was a collab with one of my best friends. So we'll just jet through that really quickly. I've known Taro for over a decade now, and it was really cool to do this with her. You should check out her stream sometime at twitch.tv/TaruVision. She does beautiful digital art. On stream, I worked on the balsa wood floors, the foam walls, and the lid for the tub. My idea for this was to make a lid that was the top of the water and try to make it look like water ripples. It's a lid because the tub is actually a jewelry box. I'm sending this to my bestie when it's done, and she has a lot of cute jewelry. I'm sure some can be stored in here. The lid was probably the most challenging thing for me. I should have just made the wooden lid, but I really wanted it to look like the water instead. I think I'll have to try doing ripples again someday, but this was okay for now. I just took lots of thin snakes and squashed them onto the baked lid. Actually, I don't want to get my hands Cheeto-y. So I'm gonna take a couple unused paintbrushes, and all of a sudden we have chopsticks. Yay, crafting. I started a lot of things on the stream that I had to finish later, including a little wooden bucket of bath tokens. I thought it would be a cute addition. I cut them before baking, but I left them on the tile so the edges would be nice and neat. It was really satisfying to snap them apart. Get ready for a few seconds of crafting ASMR! I painted them red, black, and gold and gave them a shine with varnish. I said that I was going to get thinner brushes, but I still haven't gotten thinner brushes yet. This worked though. Let's paint the tub really quickly since it's not that thrilling. Done! I used UV resin to stick them in and on the bucket. The lid paint isn't really that much more thrilling, but it was definitely more of a challenge. I used a lot of reference photos, but it was true Miyazaki magic. I couldn't figure out what colors to use. It always feels like the same water, but there are so many colors! I ended up going with a minty green base and a deeper green tealish wash for the shadows, and a more yellowish green wash on top, because reasons? I also used white to highlight the top of the ripples. The yellow-green looked really bad at first, but I dabbed at it and it ended up looking kind of good. I also wanted to experiment a little with doing layers of resin and paint for the frothy highlights, so I added a first layer of resin, then went over parts of the white highlights with little dots of white to make it look frothy. I've always loved those people who can do like the little fish in resin. I'm really not there yet though. The tub is pretty much done, so we're back to the walls. This is one of my favorite things, heating up the foam. It feels like magic how the foam opens up when the heat hits it. Just speeding through the wall base here. You can see the next layer of resin curing on the lid in the corner. There are so many parts of this that involve waiting. Waiting for paint to dry, waiting for resin to cure, waiting for clay to bake. I like to have lots of parts going at the same time so that I always have something to do. The only trouble is my space is small. There are only so many places to tuck things. Oh, this part was so hard to start. It was so hard to put my brush down and actually start the tree painting, knowing that one mistake meant I had to repaint the background and try to match that color again. But I think it turned out alright in the end. Not Miyazaki level, but pretty okay for a first try painting trees. With more practice, I'm sure I'll keep getting better. I'm test fitting the little tokens and the tub. It's looking pretty good so far, but there's more to do. Let's keep going. I'm always looking for ways to include glow-in-the-dark clay, and this project is no different. Let there be light. Well, light sconces. We'll start with those first. First, I tried making the sconces out of my favorite bronze wire and just super gluing it together. Yes, I know, it was just wishful thinking. I didn't take a video, but I soldered them so they'd actually stay together. Time for the fun glowy part. I'm using regular old glow-in-the-dark Sculpting. I actually find it a little hard to work with sometimes, because the block I have is a little sticky, but I was able to get it into nice spheres. Off camera, I'll be making a few more of these. When I was looking at it all together, I realized that I didn't really like that it was all inside the box. I mean, that's kind of the point of a nook, even a horizontal one like this, but I just wanted it to have a better shape. I'm taking a few liberties now and making the sign from the outside of the bathhouse, but putting it on top of one of the edges. I'm making the actual sign itself out of foam so that it can be thick but also light. Plus, if it accidentally gets knocked off, it won't actually break. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. To get the edges smooth after cutting the layers pretty roughly, I used my Dremel and a sanding drum to make it all pretty. I've seen people set up vacuums to collect the dust while doing this, and I really should have done the same. Look at my hands! Please forgive my calligraphy. I know I'm not doing the right strokes in the right order, but in my defense, I have a thin brush and I'm just filling in pencil lines. And here it is, ready to send to my bestie. I don't have footage, but I did make the spout that comes out of the wall. Oh no, This has long been sent in the mail by the time I'm editing this, and I just realized I forgot the little rope pull. I might have to send it to her and ask her to glue it on. Oh well, I guess it still looks pretty cute. I even used UV resin to create a drop of water just waiting to fall. Overall, I had a really great time making this and doing my first ever stream. I really hope she loves it. Fingers crossed it gets to her in one piece. Thanks so much for watching. I'm trying to finish up the really intense project, and hopefully I'll have another video for you soon, even if it's just the sculpting phase. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.